Hey everybody, I'm back. I hope you missed me as much as I missed you. I've been so busy. I had so much shit going on. I'm still busy, still got a lot of shit going on, but I still have time to review beer because I'm still drinking beer. So, I thought for today, since it's been a while, I don't want to make this hard on myself. We're going to do something easy. So, we have Dust Bowl California Golden Ale. Now, Dust Bowl is California beer. I believe it's from Turlock, and it was started in 2009. They have a pretty good variety, but it's like California variety, so it's like 10 different kinds of IPAs, and then a couple, and I don't even know if they have any stouts, but they have this golden ale. It's a 4.5% beer. Golden ale, obviously, is basically the same thing as a blonde ale. From all the research I've done, they're practically the same thing. So we're just going to say, you guys should already know what a blonde ale is if you've been watching my videos, so therefore you should know what a golden ale is. That is definitely more golden than it is blonde, I will say. Really light too. This is obviously not a heavy beer, not a crazy beer. It smells really weedy, or I guess malty. Weedy malty. It's got a great head on it. I'm impressed that it's, it's already kind of going down, but I'm impressed that it's held it as long as it has, because it's not a really heavy beer. And we can already tell it's not really heavy beer because of how clear it is. But I actually just moved, in case you couldn't tell by my new background. This is the dining room of my new little home. I'm very happy here. But I now live about a 10-minute walk from a Dust Bowl tap house, the Old Town Tap House in Elk Grove. And I actually didn't get this there. I actually got this out near Yosemite, and I happened to go to the grocery store up there, and they had this, which I think is pretty impressive. That they're not really a huge brewery, Dust Bowl. They've only been around for so long. That Elk Grove location's only been open since 2021. So they're still a relatively newer business. I think they're more known for their taco truck. If you've ever seen the taco truck amber ale, or it might be a lager actually. I think it's an amber ale, but their taco truck is really good. I've had that several times. I just about killed a 6-pack of this in a night a few days ago. Well, I guess technically I didn't kill the whole 6-pack because I got one left. But we're going to review my one that's left. So, yeah, like I said, really weedy, kind of sweet. Smells really clean. You can tell there's not a lot of funky shit in this beer. It's just a good beer. Cheers. Welcome back, you fucks. Like I said, it tastes really clean. You can tell there's like no adjunct in this beer whatsoever. There might be a little bit of hops. There is a slight bitter note at the end, but for the most part, it's really weedy and really malty. Comparable to like an 805, which is a blonde ale, which is like the same thing. I wouldn't say it's as good as an 805. I think it's hoppier than an 805, a little sweeter, but it's a great beer. It's really good beer. It's got a little more body. It's almost a little more lagery than ale-y, I guess. But it's cool. It's only 4.5%, so I bought it as like a chugging beer. Like I was out playing drinking games and getting fucked up over the weekend. And this and that Longboard Island Lager from the Christmas review, if you remember that, I drank a lot of that this weekend too. Really easy to drink, really chuggable. It's probably a little on the more expensive side for an easy to drink, getting drunk chugging beer, since it's a craft beer. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It was probably around $10 or so. And typically on something like that, on a 6-pack of something I don't really care about, I'm not going to spend more than $10 on it. So it was in my price range. That's the main reason I got it, but I ended up really enjoying it. And I still enjoy it. I spent the day working outside, as you can tell by my long sleeves and dirty face. So it's really hitting today. You can see we got a little bit of lace going, which I'm kind of surprised by, but also very pleased by. Because this really isn't a very full-bodied beer, but the fact that it retained that head for so long and the fact that it's leaving some lace on the glass is pleasantly surprising. I'd say if you're wanting to get into craft beer, like you're sick of your Budweiser and all that other shit, go for this. You can find it pretty much anywhere. It's not expensive. It doesn't really taste like a craft beer because it's not like quirky. You know, there's no like oats or almonds. There's no almonds in it. There's no stupid bullshit like that. It's not Coke flavored. It's just a beer. So it's not... I mean, it is technically craft beer because it's brewed in a craft brewery, but it's not fun like most craft beers are, if that makes sense. It's pretty lame. But if you like supporting your local breweries and you don't want to spend a lot of money on local brewery beer, this is the one for you. Like I said, I believe it's they were started in Turlock, and I think it's brewed out of Turlock. But the tap house, yeah, right here. It says brewed and canned in Turlock. There's a tap house in Old Elk Grove. I've never been inside, but I've driven by a couple times, and it's been popping the couple times I've gone by. So if you're wanting to try this, I'm sure it's better on tap. You should head over to Dust Bowl and check it out. Or, like I said, you can buy it almost anywhere that has a decent selection. Like, I don't think you're going to get it at Walgreens. There's a shitty liquor store around the corner. I don't think they would carry this. But anywhere else, Total Wine, Rayleigh's, Safeway, shit like that, you're probably going to find this. It's got a pretty cool can on it, too. You see it's got the Golden Gate, got a little bear hanging out right there. And then on the other side, it's the Redwoods. Really cool. I like it. It's very California. And usually when beers are really California, they're just like loaded up with hops. But this one, it's there. There is a little bit of hops just to balance it out. So it's not like a malt liquor. Even though malt liquor is more of like a lager than an ale, I think this is kind of more like a lager. But it's good. Yeah, good beer. Cool beer. I would give this like on a golden ale scale, on a low budget drinking beer scale. I have to check that price before I can promise you that it's as cheap as I keep saying it is, but I really don't remember it being that expensive. So I'd give this like an 8 or a 9. It is a little, I think out of the can, when I was drinking it over the weekend out of the can, it was a little funky. But since I put it in the glass, I think it's gotten a little better, honestly. It's almost a little skunky, which is surprising because it's not a Mexican beer and it's not in a bottle. But on the smell, I'm noticing now that I think about it, there's a little bit of funk to it. But it's not bad. It's good beer. It's cool beer. A cool brewery, too. Like I said, if you're there at the tap house, you should try the fucking taco truck, because the taco truck is really good. I had that around the corner also. Really good shit. But I think that's all I got for this one. So if you enjoyed my video, if you're glad I'm back, please leave me a like, because if you don't, I'm going to assume you're not glad I'm back, and I'm going to stop. It's not true. I'm not going to stop. If you want to keep up with all the new content that I'm going to try to consistently upload in the future, you should subscribe to my channel so you'll know when it's there. I'm trying to do Mondays again. welcome back on a Monday. I hope you have a great Monday, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.